So we're here at Comicpalooza. We have an organization that is going to share about what they do. Please tell us outreach do you do and what's the name of your organization?
So we are Comic-Con. My name is Michelle. We're Comic-Con. So what we do, we are joining all worlds, anime and comic world, bringing cosplays together, vehicles, theme vehicles, or they call the Atasha, American Atasha, bringing those together, joining communities, all together. So just like in America, we're the melting pot, and we invite everybody to come out and come see the cars, come see the merchandise that we have here. And the biggest and the best thing that I can say is we have our Karmic, who is our alien, and he cosplays Marvel characters, and he also cosplays anime characters. So, as you can see here, so like we say, we're all inclusive. We invite everybody to come out and have some fun.
So who came up with the character?
So the owner to this is Corey. He's actually walking around here. He's also the coordinator to the American Atasha, or the Atasha Showdown. This is his bright idea. He is the mastermind behind all of this. And if at any time anybody wants any information, feel free to visit us at karmicon.com. Also, check us out on Instagram, Facebook, all social media.
And how does it work? So you bring artistic cars and people come and they do a fundraiser? Or?
Yes, so we also partner with schools. We partner with schools in Fort Bend ISD, HISD. We welcome everyone. We do food drives, back to school supply drives. And we also, if you have an event, there was a school that had an anniversary. They asked us to come out. We bring cars out so that children can see the art, meet the owners of the cars, and get to just enjoy the vehicles itself and all the creative ideas that they have. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Which is nice. I'm also in the Rebel Legion, and I like my red costume. Another funky one.
The process for
Thank you guys, Miss Amy, Mr. Trent. Come on by, we're open Wednesday to Sunday. Okay.
We're here with Betsy from Pop Soap. My friend Jem and Paul are the owners, and they have such a wonderful business. She's going to tell us a little bit more about it.
Yeah, so everything here is all natural, handmade, and vegan. Paul and Jim make it at their house in Houston. So everything's locally made. They've been in business about 6 years now, and they've been really doing really well at these cons, and we love being here, and we'll be here all weekend.
Why are people so interested in natural products now?
I think there's been more of a push towards organic and natural products, mainly because they're better for you, and the way that they make their soaps here, they make sure that there's no artificial preservatives or any sort of additional chemicals that you would normally find in soaps, and it's better for your skin and better for your hair and everything like that. So I think people are actually taking the time to care more about what kind of products they're using.
And where's your location?
So they have two stores. One is in Montrose, and the other one is at Post HTX, which is in Houston, downtown.
Thank you so much.
All right, thanks.
Did you make your costume?
I did. I made all of it, except for the socks.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite character overall?
My favorite character overall is probably going to be Ciri from The Witcher 3. It's a video game series. There's now a TV show based on it, but she's really cool.
Do you read comic books or manga?
I do read comic books. I'm a really big fan of Justice League, and recently have just gotten into Miss Marvel. It's a really good comic series.
So, do you go to a lot of conventions?
I try to. Obviously, after the Great Panini, it's been changed, but usually I go probably 2 to 4 conventions a year if I can make it.
So, what makes you like dressing up for costume?
I like the process of making costumes, as well as just like the general interaction and like community with the other people that also like to make costumes.
So, anything else you'd like to share about costume making? Or
Just so nice to be out here with like-minded people and enjoy and wait for the show. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you so much.
He's always loved. He's unique in that when he was younger, I would have other friends' kids that would be always playing outside. And he never wanted to be out there riding a bicycle or just running with the other boys. And he always was a little bit, I guess, not as mature, but it's who he is, and I value, and I want to bring that, I guess, they can let him know that he is loved for who he is, and he is very unique. I myself, I was born in South Korea, and I moved to the United States when I was about 7 years old. We moved to New York. I didn't speak any English, and then after about 4 years, my parents moved us to Georgia, and then I started talking like, kind of country. So you see my face, and you wouldn't think, I can talk like this with the twang. Anyway, I turned it on and off. And now I'm over here, and I'm at this stage in my life where I have almost a 20-year-old, and I'm rediscovering. So it's an inspiration because you all are so comfortable, you're more comfortable. I am nervous being here. This is truly like my first real big convention. It's exciting. I love people. I was telling David, I can talk about my experiences. I've had my challenges, of course. Growing up in a little town where we're the only Korean family. So it was like, there's a black African-American population, my family, and then the white. So I was always good at balancing. And my parents had a business that was only catered towards pretty much African-Americans. So growing up that way, it made me more well-rounded, in my opinion, and I can get along, I feel like, with any, but to the point of this cosplay, I'm sorry I'm going along with it, even as I was listening to everyone, I found myself challenged because I'm trying to decide who I want to portray what anime character, and I was thinking, I'm Korean, a lot of anime, Japanese culture, the country rules anime. And I found myself trying to look for an anime character that was from South Korea. So it was like, who do I identify with? I'm Asian, so I guess I could play any Japanese anime character. I can put in any color wig. So there's so many. And this little young lady, she's a great inspiration. I think it's great. You're in school and you're representing yourself. So this is only going to help you. And I thank you so much for letting me be here and your encouragement. And I'm going to try to just have a good time and see where it goes.
Can I hold this one too? Yes, hold.
Good afternoon, everybody. Buenas tardes, ¿cómo están todos? Bien. Okay, people ask me, Captain America speaks Spanish? Yes, this Captain America speaks Spanish. So notice, I'm Captain America. I'm not Captain America de los Estados Unidos de Norteamérica. I'm just Captain America, right? So I bring a lot to the character. For me, it was difficult. I'm 58 years old, so I don't listen to those people that tell me, you're too old to wear a costume. I'm not worried about that. So right now, I want everybody in here to look around you. This is America right here. This is America. Clap your hands. I'm serious. This is America. We're not one kind of people. We're a whole bunch of people. And this diversity is what makes us strong. Because we just do our thing. And so I've been a number of characters. One time I was an anime character and I wore a red wig and I had earrings. And somebody said, oh, I didn't think you did that. I'm like, what does that mean? I was a character with, his name was Kugagi. I had a great time. Then I'm Captain America, and they go, oh, I didn't know you were like that. What does that mean? And so for me, I am a Tai Chi teaching, massage therapist, pilot, dress person. I'm in the Texas State Guard, ride a motorcycle. chaps wearing everything, regular guy. And I love what I do, and I don't apologize to anybody, so I'm letting you know, you find your way. And so right away when I started, there was no shortage of people to tell me, well, Captain America looks like this, or he acts like this, or he has blonde hair. Doesn't matter. I don't have the photo with me, but I carry around a photo when my first event here, and I posed with 4 other Captain Americas, and we represented all the different cultures. But it wasn't about the cultures, it was about us being ourselves. So what I'm saying, I don't have to be 58-year-old Captain America, and the person from another part of the world doesn't have to be a certain, they can just be Captain America, we can just enjoy it. So y'all saw the movie recently, the TV series with Loki? Who saw Loki? How many versions of Loki were there? Were they all called Loki? Yeah. Nobody said, oh, you're girly Loki, you're this. No, it's just Loki, right? And so the negative group, what did they say? They said they're variants. So yeah, God bless us, we're all variants, and it's awesome. And so I want everybody to approach this. The way I look at it is through love. And so our job as ambassadors is to make sure that the people around us that have the courage to dress up at 58 years old, or 4 years old, or 8 years old, or put on a wig, or don't put on a wig, or do whatever, to encourage them. So yeah, I heard all that too. I had a guy come up and say, you're too skinny to be Captain America. And I'm like, whatever. And so we do our own thing. And with David, what he and I have done is just, he's an amazing guy. We visit children that aren't doing well in the hospital. And so I'll tell you, what it's really about for me, beyond cosplay, is being there for the kids. And so I'll leave you with this. I ask everybody that I meet, all the kids, what is your superpower? So everybody here, think about what your superpower is. Everybody has one, a gift, a talent. Use that, do that for good, and make the world a better place. Thank you.
When I was a kid, Flash became this hero that had all these issues he had to deal with. So I realized that you could be a superhero and be powerful, and but he couldn't run away from his problems. And if you know anything about the history of comics, there's a point where the Flash dies. He basically he sacrifices himself for the universe, or the multiverse. And so as a kid, that inspired me to think about it's okay to go through struggles. It's okay to lean on friends and family members, and it's okay to share, not internalize. Remember, before I internalized everything. Now the Flash showed me that we all have problems, even if we're superheroes, and I think that's one thing I want to get across. Thank you.
Let's see that one.
Really quick about the representation and diversity, and I was thinking right now here with this clown next to me, if we've seen, show hands if you've seen the Batman series of the 1960s with Adam West. We all know who the Joker was, right? Cesar, exactly. Cesar Romero, or in English, Cesar Romero, however you want to say it. But for me, that was really important when they told me, hey, that guy, he's again, I'm gonna go back to my nationality, he's Mexican. So when you're in an ocean like this, you kind of want to grasp at something like that belongs to you. And then you see that the main villain of this iconic guy is actually played by somebody that comes from where you're like, okay, so I actually have something I can look at. I mean, he's the villain, but he's still the main guy. So again, back to the diversity and representation, you're grasping at stuff. You want to be part of it, and you can, but it helps when it kind of looks like you a little bit more. And nowadays, you look at the movies like the Miss just said, now you have all these awesome representations, and like David said, like this person was telling me, you're trying to jam all this down people's throats. It's like, yes, we're not trying to jam it, it's open your mind. there's different cultures that are really excellent all over the world. And then all of a sudden you say, it's like, wait a minute, that's an awesome story. What was this? Oh, this was Mayan. Oh, wait a minute, that was excellent. What was that? Babylonian. You know, you start, believe it or not, opening your mind academically, that curiosity, okay? And if you have the opportunity to watch Thor, Love and Thunder, show hands if you saw it. Yeah, for Thor, I saw you sitting down. I gotcha. But they have all these gods in this whole place, and me as a Spanish professor, I'm there and I'm looking, it's like, I know there's gonna be some Mesoamerican gods there somewhere. And truly there was. There's Quetzalcoatl, there was Mictlantecuhtli, and there's also Ixtmin. That's Mexica and Mayan, and you're like, yes! They got all these other ones, which is really awesome. But again, you're looking for those that kind of represent you or from your origin. I mean, I think right now it's really awesome that they're opening it up. Just, intellectual curiosity.
That I refused to go to school at all. And I had to get moved back to the grade below me because I started school a year earlier than most people because of where I live. And so it was so bad that when I entered 7th grade, and I was 11 years old in 7th grade, when I got to 9th grade, just to give you an idea, it was about size for me. It was about size. I know it's hard to tell with this helmet, but also my ears stick out a little bit, and that's all the kids needed. So when I was in 9th grade, to give you an idea, I was 4'10" and 95 pounds. So if you can just picture, to me, it's what happens when you see wild animals like dogs circle a dog that's different, and they'll just pick at it until they kill it. That's what I was in. And I had wonderful people that would step up. And one of them, his name was Toby, and he was a lineman in high school. And he saw me being picked on in the highway, in the hallway, and walked up and said, "Is there a problem?" And that's all I needed. He was my superhero. And I don't have to be physical, but I have to be there. So my mission now is to make sure and approach situations with love. And so picture this. Picture this. A bully needs kindling. A bully needs fuel. A bully needs a target. Well, what if we all take that away from him by being friends to that person he's targeting? That is no longer one person, that instead of standing there and ringing that person and going, fight, 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 we go to that person, put our arm around that person, and now the bully's got 2 people, 3 people, 4 people to deal with, and then before we know it, the bully doesn't have fuel. And so he'll come to the rest of the group to come in. And so I want to be there for those people. And so for me, Captain America is that opportunity to stand up and to be there and to face those fears and just to be a loving person. And on the other side, I talked about Tai Chi. I've been teaching martial arts for 36 years, and that also was born out of the bullying, but it's not about fighting. It's about confidence and being there for people. So please, everybody do me a favor right now and breathe in, inhale, and exhale. So we're going to breathe in love, inhale, and then breathe out and just let those anxieties. So there's always going to be people that see us as different, always going to be those people. But again, I learned I don't have to confront the bully, but I can just be there for the person and help them. Anyway, thanks.
So lately I shop in the boys section because they have the superhero things and the Star Wars things, and like everything in the girls section is pink or frilly or covered in flowers, and it's just, I like superheroes, I like Star Wars, I like dinosaurs, like I don't like all the fun stuff. So I've been shopping in the boys section because the girls, they think that girls only are sunshine, rainbows, and unicorns, and girls are going to grow up to be strong, independent women. We're not just little frilly, we don't just wear little frilly dresses and dance around to entertain people. We are strong, independent women who are going to grow up to be whoever we want to be and change the world.